Here's all you have to do. Learn to work harder on yourself than you do on your job. Once I understood that philosophy, it totally changed my life. Work harder on yourself than you do on your job. If you work hard on your job, you can make a living, which is fantastic. If you work hard on yourself, you can make a fortune, which is super fantastic. Success is something you attract by becoming an attractive person. Success is not something you pursue. Success is something you attract by the person you become, by becoming an attractive person.
I mean, to stand up straight with your shoulders back is actually to adopt a stance that in some sense is maximally vulnerable. It's not a defensive crouch. It sort of exposes you to the world. If you want to move towards mental health, then what you want to do is voluntarily confront the things that you're afraid of and are avoiding. And so it's a matter of courage, not of power.
Sometimes you need to realize that some people are meant to be in your heart, but not in your life. Listen to that one more time.
What the hell are you doing and why? And how are you going to get, where do you want to go? Why do you want to get there? How are you going to get there? How are you going to mark your progress? They've never walked them through that exercise. You walk people through that exercise just to get them to do that increases the probability that they'll stay on track by 50%.
That's incredible.
Friendly reminder, no amount of guilt can solve the past, and no amount of anxiety can change the future.
Spend time around people that know things you don't. Lifelong struggles can be solved in an hour by the right person. And you'll think it's impossible if you're around people just like you. Surround yourself with people who are different, and your life will accelerate.
TikTok. I did not make my first piece of content until I was 30 years old. 30. Think about that shit. You're not fucking late. It's not fucking over. You haven't even fucking started.
Learn things painfully. When you learn something painfully, a part of you has to die. That's the pain. When a dream is shattered, for example, a huge part of you that constituted that dream, maybe even the biological substrate of that dream, has to be stripped away and burned. And so life is a constant process of death and rebirth. And to participate in that fully is to allow yourself to be redeemed by it. And so the good is that process of death and rebirth, voluntarily undertaken. It's like you're not as good as you could be, so you let that part of you die. And if someone comes along and says, you know, there's some dead wood here, man, it needs to be burned off, you think, well, that stuff's still a bit alive. When that burns, it's going to hurt. It's like, yeah, well, no kidding. But maybe the thing that emerges in its place is something better. We can let our old selves die and let our new selves be born.
Take a piece of paper like I just did, and you write down anything you don't like in your life. Your income, your car, your girl, your guy, your pets, your lifestyle, whatever. Write it down if you don't like it. Then simply choose to not tolerate anything on that list beginning now. Because you get what you tolerate. You're tolerating a negative bomb. You're tolerating living at home. You're tolerating making 60 grand a year. You tolerate a bad relationship. You tolerate the guy cheating on you or the girl cheating on you. You tolerate the shit box that you're driving. Stop tolerating the shit in your life that you don't want, and you'll no longer have it. It's not rocket science. If I had no money today, I'd stop smoking. I'd stop drinking. I'd stop making excuses. I would look in the mirror, I would get pissed off at myself, and I would literally start waking up at 4 in the morning and going to bed at 12 at night. I would not allow myself any comfort whatsoever. If I had no money, it's because I'm doing some major shit wrong. I'm spending it wrong, I'm freaking making it wrong, I'm doing everything wrong. So I would literally stop everything I was doing and do something completely different. Because if you actually want to change what you're getting, you have to change what you're doing. If you want to change what you're doing, you have to change what you believe. And in order to change what you believe, you have to get new information. I would change every single thing in my life because whatever I was doing put me in a situation where I got no